welcome to the vlog. This was gonna be a day off vlog, and it still is, but we are going to the emergency room. I'm trying to hold the phone as still as humanly possible, but I just had some aggressive breathing treatments because I got sick after I moved to Disney. That was not any surprise, but it did settle in my lungs, and I haven't had asthma issues in the last like year and a half since the last time I moved to Disney and got sick. So it did settle. They did test to see if I had pneumonia because, or they did a chest x-ray to make sure I didn't have pneumonia because it sounded a little not great. But I did some breathing treatments. Now I'm all shaky. Got my fluids going. Just another day existing with chronic illness. Woo. That's where we're at right now. Oh, I can't zoom. Can't stand still enough for this one. 146. Bed chilling. Got my IV running. No port anymore. No, I love not having a port, but when I do have to get stuck, I do miss my port just a little bit. Sorry, I'm so incredibly shaky right now. Oh my gosh, and I realized since I didn't vlog on my last program at all, you guys have never seen the Flamingo Crossings Disney ER. This is my favorite emergency room in the whole wide world. I was just talking to the nurse about how since I've aged out of Children's Hospital, this is the only ER that I don't absolutely dread and avoid like the plague because it's so lovely. So here's my room. Yes, this is my whole room. I have 4 walls, a nice cozy bed, nice lighting, and this iPad controls this screen over here and the lights. And it's got like Disney animation and like soothing lighting and music, so it's very calming, which is good because in most ERs, especially if I'm by myself, I get very panicked. I feel very stuck, just kind of some medical trauma that hasn't been worked through, I guess. And this one is lovely. It's so calming. I did bring one of my stuffies in case I start getting nervous. But yeah, like look at this. Clearly my breathing treatments are working because my oxygen was in the 80s and now we're up to 100, so love that. This one's new. This one wasn't existing last time I was at this ER. Guys, I love it here. I don't love it here because it's an ER, but they have a door here. I can't. I don't want to put you. This thing's really trying to take my blood pressure from over there. How do I tell it? What's good? I am home. I love that ER so much because I was there for like 2 hours and I saw a doctor, nurse, respiratory therapist, x-ray, all within the first half hour of me being there. And the majority of my time after I got the chest x-ray was just doing the breathing treatment and waiting for the IV to finish. So it's quite lovely over there. But now I'm just home and chilling out because I still don't feel great, but I feel much better. Just to keep this day going, so this isn't like the shortest vlog ever, I am trying to feel better still, much better. I sound awful and I still don't feel great, but I ordered some lunch because I need to eat and I'm gonna go pick that up right now. Favorite coffee spot. What? Okay. I went to the Riviera to do some homework, but I decided to get some lunch because I haven't really been eating. And I got essentially a fancy ham and cheese sandwich, but they like put it inside out. I guess that's the fancy part. So now my bread's all torn apart. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. It's okay. Anyways. Minute of me trying to figure out what's happening. I'm gonna try this again because I feel like my last thing that I said to y'all did not make any sense, and maybe it didn't because I'm still not feeling good, but this is like a continuation of the sick days. I like that my sick days can consist of going to the Riviera Hotel for lunch and coffee, because I have done no schoolwork this week. It's Sunday. I did a little bit the day before yesterday when I was super ill after the ER. I did some of my homework, but my week was great until I got sick. It started out, someone came to visit me and it was super nice. I had a lot of fun while he was here, and then after he left, the day he left is when I started getting really sick. So I think he did get me sick because he was on a plane, and everyone's sick right now and my body doesn't handle being sick very well, clearly. And then I was at the ER all day, or for like 2 hours yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. And then I went back to work because the way my job works is I have 2 regular days off every week, except for we were going from our training schedule to our real schedule, so it kind of worked out. I had Friday off, worked Saturday, off Sunday, Monday. Because Sunday, Monday are my regular days off, but Friday was like our last training schedule off day. So that was super lovely. Friday, ER, and then just was laying in bed because I was super, super ill. And then yesterday I was feeling a little bit better because I got some breathing treatments in the hospital, but I'm not able to pick up my nebulizer that they re-prescribed me because I didn't bring it because I haven't needed it in so long, until tomorrow. I was feeling a little better yesterday morning, so I decided to try and go to work so I didn't have to get a point, because like I'm not contagious. I just have it's just like asthma issues at this point, lingering from me being sick. Because like my roommates haven't gotten it. Like, I'm not contagious. I was fine to go to work and interact with guests, and I gave it my best go. I made it through most of the day, but for my job I was at like the most chatty badges yesterday and the longest walk. So like for one of my like rotation, one of my places I had to go is almost a 3/4 mile walk from where I started. And then I talked to approximately 321 people at that badge specifically, after talking to around 100 at the first 2 places I was at. So after that, I did call my coordinators, and they sent me to first aid, and they gave me a nebulizer and cast first aid, which was I was really thankful they could do that, because I could not breathe when I was turning purple. And then my leader was super nice. She was like, you don't have to stay here anymore. You can go home. Like, if you need to go home and get rest, I will release you of your shift. Just go home. So I went home like 2 hours early yesterday, which was good because the position I was in ended up having to force extend. Like the last place I was supposed to be, the girl who picked it up had to stay later because I was supposed to be on the badge on the tiger trail, which we have a baby tiger at Animal Kingdom right now. He's very cute. His name is Boxo, but a lot of people are wanting to see him, so that trail does not close until later than the rest of the badges. So I'm glad I left early yesterday, and then I'm feeling better this morning. I woke up, I found a little small like travel nebulizer that I had put some like of the little packs in the bag, and I forgot I'd done that. So I did a nebulizer this morning, which definitely helped me get up and ready for my day. But all that being said, I have so much homework to do because I didn't really do work this week because I had someone in town. Then I was just too sick to function. So we were at the Riviera, got some lunch. I'm gonna get some coffee, and I'm gonna set up camp and do work and edit and do all the things I need to do, while still trying to lay low today and tomorrow, because my lungs are still pretty junky and I have to be ready for work on Tuesday. I love sitting here and watching the Skyliner. It stopped right now, so that's so fun. For as soon as I started recording, the Skyliner, it stopped. But I love sitting here and watching the Skyliner and just people watching. It's just like one of my favorite things about living here. I went inside and got my coffee, and my table was still here when I came back, so I can still sit outside and do work. But I also learned that, most of the work I was supposed to do, I cannot do anymore because it's past the due date, which I did know for some of it. And 2 of my assignments I had just planned on not doing. So I have 2 quizzes that I'm going to take when I get home, just because I don't really trust the Wi-Fi here as much as I trust being at home and doing the quizzes. I just feel more comfortable taking them at home. So other than that, I did everything that I can do for schoolwork this week. Thankfully, the assignments that I didn't do are pretty low points, and it is the second week of class, so I should be more than fine with my final grades. The lungs are still not working, but I'm gonna edit. Since I'm here, I might as well use my time at the Riviera. And like, if I don't sit here and do something productive, I'm gonna go to a park and get myself worn out, and that's not what we want to do. So I'm over here waiting for the bus. I have only been here for an hour and a half, and I was like, I feel like that wasn't like a good use of time. Should I have not come? But I also realized that I had lunch that I actually ate and enjoyed, got my favorite coffee on property, finished editing a whole video, and did some school. So I feel like I had a very productive hour at the Riviera. but I'm also starting to not feel very well and cough a lot of gross sounding things. So it's time to go home because I sound icky, and I'm just gonna sit there for a bit. It got to the point, because I went inside because I got scared of a bee, but it got to the point where I was like starting to cough a little bit more, and I felt kind of bad because like I know I'm not contagious. I wouldn't be like putting this many people like at risk for my germs, but the people who hear me coughing and hacking don't know I'm not contagious. So I think it's time to go home for a little bit. I made it home from my little outing. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I have this blanket on my bed this morning because I spilled an entire cup of coffee on my white comforter. So that's in the dryer right now. I had to immediately spray and wash that, but we roll. I don't really know what I want to do now. I know I have to take a couple quizzes, but I don't want to do that right now. So I think I'm gonna wait on that. I could run to the Target. I don't know what I want to do. I'm back from Target and we're gonna do a haul. This is a lot of random food, but it's like parts of what I needed for the week because I already had some food. I've got some tortilla chips because I'm almost out, cheese because I'm out, tofu, avocado mash because I like this better than the guacamole. That I didn't buy, that's just been on my counter for a while. I don't know whose it is. Coconut aminos is like what I use for soy sauce because it's gluten-free. Pasta sauce, chicken sausage, coffee. This is my favorite brand of coffee right now that I can get in the store. Corn for some bowls I'm making. Gummy bears, these essentials. And then these, I tried in Pride Rock, which is like the cast cafeteria for Animal Kingdom that's like backstage. And they're actually really good and they're gluten-free. So I got some to put in my lunches. Because it's hard to find good gluten-free things here in Florida.